In 1999, Hong Kong witnessed one of its most horrifying and infamous crimes. A young woman was abducted, tortured for weeks, and murdered in a small apartment in Tsim Sha Tsui. What made this case even more chilling was the discovery of her skull, hidden inside a Hello Kitty doll. Dubbed the Hello Kitty murder, this gruesome crime captivated the world with its sheer brutality and left a scar on the city's history. This is the story of unimaginable cruelty, a victim silenced too soon, and the pursuit of justice for Fan Man-yee. Fan Man-yee was a 23-year-old woman who had grown up facing immense challenges. Raised in difficult circumstances, she worked as a nightclub hostess to support herself. While her life was far from easy, Fan remained resilient. However, a small mistake, stealing a wallet, would tragically seal her fate. Her life intersected with dangerous individuals who would subject her to a level of suffering that horrified even the most experienced investigators. Fan Man-yee's nightmare began in March 1999, when she stole a wallet from Chan Man-lok, a 34-year-old tribe member and drug dealer. Chan discovered the theft and demanded repayment, but when he deemed her attempts to repay him insufficient, he decided to take matters into his own hands. Along with two accomplices, Leung Shing-cho and Leung Wai-lun, Chan abducted Fan and held her captive in a cramped apartment in Tsim Sha Tsui. For over a month, Fan was subjected to unimaginable torture. The men beat her, burned her with hot objects, and even forced her to eat human feces. The brutality of their actions showed no limits. The abuse was not only physical but also psychological, leaving Fan utterly helpless. After weeks of relentless torment, Fan succumbed to her injuries. After Fan's death, the perpetrators faced a grim reality: they needed to dispose of her body. In a horrifying attempt to cover up their crime, they dismembered her remains. Parts of her body were boiled to prevent decomposition, and her skull was hidden inside a large Hello Kitty mermaid doll. The crime might have remained undiscovered if not for an unexpected confession. A 14-year-old girl who had been coerced into participating in the torture came forward to the police. Her chilling account of what she had witnessed and been forced to partake in led authorities to the apartment, where they uncovered evidence of Fan's horrific ordeal. Police were met with a scene straight out of a nightmare. The apartment where Fan had been held captive bore the marks of her suffering. Bloodstains and other evidence corroborated the teenage witness's account of the abuse. The Hello Kitty doll, once a symbol of innocence, now held the remains of a young woman whose life had been stolen most brutally. The teenage witness's testimony became the cornerstone of the case, painting a vivid picture of the cruelty inflicted on Fan Man-yee. The evidence was overwhelming, but it was hard to comprehend such barbarity in a bustling city. The trial captivated the public. The prosecution described the unimaginable torture Fan endured. The court convicted the men of manslaughter, citing a lack of evidence to prove intent to kill. This verdict sparked outrage, with many arguing the punishment did not fit the crime. The Hello Kitty murder case shocked Hong Kong and the world. Vigils were held for Fan Man-yee, calling for justice and reform. The Hello Kitty murder case remains one of Hong Kong's most notorious crimes. a haunting reminder of humanity's capacity for cruelty. Fan Man-yee's story continues to evoke horror, but it also serves as a call to action, a demand for vigilance, justice, and compassion for the most vulnerable. While the case ended with the perpetrators behind bars, the memory of fans' suffering lingers, urging society to ensure that no one else endures such a fate. Fan Man-yee's life was stolen in an act of unimaginable cruelty, but her story endures as a reminder of the need for justice and accountability. The Hello Kitty murder case is more than just a tale of horror. It's a lesson in the importance of standing up for the vulnerable and ensuring that evil is brought to justice. As we remember Fan Man-yee, let us reflect on how we can create a world where no one suffers as she did. What are your thoughts on the Hello Kitty murder case? Do you think justice was served, or should the punishment have been harsher? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more true crime stories like this one. Thank you for watching.